Welcome everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a fall buttercream cake. Let's color some Gumpaste green, roll out, and let's cut some maple leaves. I use a veining tool to make them more realistic. And we dry them in an egg crate for movement. Make plenty of these and leave them to dry. Now I'm using this vine cutter set, and I'm using two sizes of wire, a thick one for the center and then a thinner one for the leaves. I'll post all the sizes in the description below. I'm cutting them in 3 pieces, and I roll a little bit thick my Gumpaste, and I'm gonna cut all my little leaves at once. And to attach them to the wire, dip in water and pinch, and that's all you need, and just leave them to dry. Now to wire my leaves, I'm going to use a CelCake board, and I'm going to roll the Gumpaste on top of the board and create these grooves. Now I'm going to cut the next size of the leaves, and I'm going to wire my leaves using the groove and the soft wire, usually 24 will do. Now I vein the leaf once it's wired, and I leave it to dry, and I repeat this process again and again until I have one size ready, and then I pass to the next size. It's the same process, using the grooves, cutting as many as I can at once. If it overlaps, it's okay. Leaves are never perfect. And if I find that one of the grooves is flat, I go back again and press it with my finger. I'm gonna cut more of the wire and just wire each leaf individually. And once they're ready, I move them to the crate for movement. And now I'm moving to the bigger size, and again wire through the groove all of them at once, and then veining them all of them at once and moving them to the egg crate. Look how many I did. Now I'm going to use powder color to tint my leaves. All the colors, all the wire, every detail is in the description below. And now I'm going to use parchment paper on the bottom because it picks up the color, and then you can reuse it. You will see, and it's very free. You start with one color. You don't even need a different brush. Just go ahead and create all these different tints on the leaves, and the base of the color is green, so you can work with the green too, and you can make it as red or as green or as brown as you like. So it's very free. You don't need to follow any pattern, and you can pick up the color from the parchment paper. And now I'm working on the smaller ones the same way. I leave them to dry for a couple of hours so they hold, and now they're good to paint. And even you can start doing this a day before. So now that they're ready, I'm using a vapor, and once you do the vapor, look how different they become. I'm going to use brown floral tape to cover every wire, starting of course with the ones in the center. So you pull open the floral tape to release the glue, and now you take each individual wire, you cover them in floral tape, and then all the leaves that you already prepare with the tape, you start attaching them to the central wire, one underneath the other. And you can add as many as you want, 5, 4 usually per each individual leaf. And there you go, that's the way it looks. Now you can create a twig by covering one single piece of wire with the tape and then curling it with the brush, and now attaching it with a little bit more tape to the vine. Look how it comes alive. I love this part. It makes it look so real with so much movement. You can do this a couple of days in advance and just leave them to dry. I'm using a delicious recipe for pumpkin cake that you can find in the description below. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'm tinting about 3 tablespoons of buttercream, very light blue, and another 3 spoons very light yellow. Once the crumb coat is cold, I'm gonna frost the cake with the maple syrup buttercream. Every recipe is on my blog. The link is in the description below. And now I'm using just a tiny bit of the yellow on top of my cold buttercream, and now a little bit of the blue. You don't have to be careful. We're gonna use the same technique we use for the galaxy cake. And now I'm passing the scraper and cleaning the colors. I'm using Ateco tips 802 and 806 to pipe the trunk. Start by piping lines with a thinner tip. You don't need to be perfect. As a matter of fact, don't be perfect. And now go over with the thicker tip, and now go back to the thinner tip to add the branches. Now with the side of the spatula, I'm gonna cut with the color. I'm gonna add a little bit of color to the side of the spatula and add a color as if I'm cutting the lines. I'm using brown, you can use green also. And now I come with the leaves that I previously dried, and I'm putting them around the cake, all around the cake, like leaves that fall off the trees. I love that effect. I'm so inspired by the fall. Now it's the turn of our branch topper. So add your branches to the side until you love it. Use as many as you like, and there you go. Look at our beautiful cake. Happy fall, everybody. Please share this video, and I see you in our next cake. Bye.